I'm here with the man of the moment. How difficult was it to, actually sit down and travel all over the state to find these traditional artists?
Well, it does take a lot of field work, in folk life. We don't sit at our desks 40 hours a week. We have to be out in the field, we have to be meeting the artists, we have to be making phone calls. Basically, whatever form of communication gets us closer to the tradition, that's the route that we'll take.
I have never heard of all these traditions. Any idea how many traditions we have in Maryland?
It's limitless. It's limitless, really. It's really just about the ways that people make meanings in their everyday lives, the way that they practice their everyday creativity. So that could come out through music, it could come out through storytelling, through dance, even through traditional food preparations, and all of that is the purview of the Folk Life program. We go into the community to find out the art that they're making for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Are there any traditions that weren't honored today?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, Maryland has this nickname, or at one time it was known as America in miniature because of all of the cultural traditions here, the different geographical landscapes, the different backgrounds of people. Of course, there are thousands of years of indigenous history in Maryland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So every one of those communities has a series of traditions that we are interested in honoring. So now that's an ideal. Of course, we can't get to everything, but we do our best.
Was it difficult finding, just narrowing it down to these that you actually honor today?
Absolutely. Every year the Heritage Awards takes place to start through a public nomination process. So anybody who's interested in nominating an artist can go to our website and check out the deadlines and the application release times, and then we convene a panel of experts to review the applications, all people with folk life training or people who are folk artists themselves, and sit down and have often a long discussion about who should be honored that year.
Yeah. Are you pleased with what we have here today?
I'm exceptionally pleased. What I often like to say is that I'm an amplifier. They are the power chords. The artists are the power chords, and I just try to work to make their voices louder.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever get gospel entries?
Last year, our honorees in the category of person or people were a generational gospel quartet from Dorchester County called the Sensational Royal Lights, and they've continued performing. I'm working with them on some other projects now, and the Royal Lights are the musical ministry of the Elliott family.
Yeah. What else do they get besides citations?
The governor's citation is one piece, and it also comes with a $1,000 honorarium as well as participation in this public event. And then they receive a stipend as well for the time and effort that they put into appearing here.
During your time, has anyone gone on to bigger and better things?
Well, that's always a relative question. What's bigger and better? I think that some people
would... like recording.
Right. I mean, sometimes we have Heritage Award winners who have done recordings already. Okay. Sometimes we have those who have maybe never done a recording and then go on to do one.
Right.
So I feel like it's our job to really meet people where they are, meet artists where they are, figure out what their needs are, and see how we can address those.
You sometimes feel like Columbus?
Like Christopher Columbus? No, I wouldn't identify with Christopher Columbus too much.
The discovery end.
Yeah, I mean, the discovery, that's an interesting word. To suggest that I'm discovering these artists or that we're discovering them suggests that they somehow didn't exist before or that people didn't know about them before. I, again, feel like what I'm doing is amplifying.
Yeah.
I'm finding something that is interesting to a community and trying to make it louder, make it be noticed by a wider audience.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you so much, Oswald.